We found a number of very interesting things. So we looked at just over 330 billion impressions last year, and a couple of things stood out, three actually. So one, CTV has taken an impression share, and it's fascinating to see not only the growth of CTV, but what's happened over the past several years with the change in consumer behavior. Right? There are more applications, there are more streaming platforms, there's more opportunities for brands to connect with consumers. And we're seeing that in just the growth of CTV impressions sort of across the business. So that's the first thing. The second is advanced creatives work. So personalization, the ability to provide a better experience for consumers. We found a 600% lift in consumer engagement with advanced creative work. So very simple things, right? Just thinking about, are there different versions that consumers engage with in different environments? So we see the impact of that and the conversion rate and the impression growth as a result of people learning to do more based on what works. And the third, really more so from the buyer side, very specifically, buyers are using unified measurement. They want to know what's happening across CTV, what's happening across linear, what's actually how consumers are engaging with the brands, what's working across environments, what's working across publishers. So in the report, we talked about findings in CPG, auto, and retail specifically, what's happening in all those verticals for some of the largest brands in the world.
So that's interesting. There's three things that kind of dovetail, right? You have consumers and the growth of streaming sort of across whatever device they sort of want to use it. You have buyers saying, okay, I want to measure across all of those devices.
Correct.
And then you also have this sort of, we didn't say AI, but we have this customized sort of customizable, personalizable creative that then increases potential campaign performance. With the convergence of those three things, and also just possibly other things also happening in the market, where do you see sort of the state of converged TV?
This is a reflection of consumer behavior. So it's what's happening. It's where people spend time. Families don't sit down in one place at 8 p.m. and watch a program for an hour and then maybe watch the second one. So as a result of that, consumers have more choice. We not only have more choice in how we watch TV, but we also have more choice in when we watch TV and on what device. And so as a result of that, all of the largest platforms are available, as you know, on time, anywhere, when you want. And consumers have choice on whether they want a commercial-free experience or they want a commercial-aided experience. So CTV will continue to grow and will continue to take share, and TV will be all digital at some point in the future. I don't know if that's 5 years or 10 or 3. I've heard all those numbers. So that's one. I think secondly, the formats and TV will be more engaging. It will be more interactive. We will be able to interact with ads, whether it's a pause ad that's in focus, whether it's purchasing products, product placement will change. Engagement with consumers will change. So I think we'll see TV be more of an immersive experience, especially when you have brands that have the ability to engage appropriately with consumers. That's going to be good for all of us. And third, measurement will grow. It will start and end with measurement because marketers always should, but especially this year, they're very concerned about making sure every dollar matters. So they're going to measure and understand what's happening, what's working, where do I place my spend, and ultimately this will create a better partnership between publishers and ultimately brands.
So this is a bit of a softball question.
I'll take it.
It's a bit of a softball question, but given sort of that measurement is so important, and given that it's sort of fragmented across devices and across audiences, and obviously we've seen, the past 2 years, this shift toward this multi-currency sort of way of measuring. Where does Innovid fit in that mix?
So Innovid built the platform for the future that everyone says is coming, right? And part of the challenge I think that a lot of people have today is brands really understand what they want. If you're a General Motors, or if you're a CPG company, or if you're a wireless telecommunications company, those companies know what consumers buy, how they buy. They have insights about what drives that behavior. And for a brand, the currency is performance. Right? It's, did my dollar investment yield something greater than a dollar? And as the delivery platform and the ability to sort of, as the ad server for a lot of these brands, we work with 40% of the top 200 TV advertisers in the world. As the ability to personalize these to make every impression go further and be worth more, and then measure, we can help them understand what value this is driving for the business. That could be just something simple as unduplicated reach and frequency. It could be reach and frequency against an audience. It could be, is someone coming off lease? If you're an auto manufacturer, and how do you actually get people back in market? It could be, did someone walk into a retailer and purchase a product? So measurement is the evolution and outcomes of, I think, where the currency conversation started years ago. And measurement's critically important, and we're measuring every impression that's delivered to every consumer for brands today. We have the ability to bring that to life as the delivery platform.
I think that did bring up one last question.
Sure.
You did say the word that I was thinking of, and it's outcomes. Yep. That's been one of the buzzwords here at Cannes. It's actually been kind of permeating the industry for the past, maybe in this past year, along with multi-currency.
Sure.
What do you think is driving this focus on outcomes? Is it just the economy? Is it just the recession? Or have marketers gotten smarter at understanding that maybe, to your point, that their dollars need to work harder and they need to measure things differently?
I think it's a couple of things. I think brand marketers in general are, and this has been a change over the past 10 to 15 years. You and I talked earlier about sort of how this industry has evolved. Brand marketers and CMOs are incredibly smart about complex software platforms, customer data warehouses, clean rooms, measurement. Those have all been the purview of brands for a long time. Now what's happening, especially in TV, right or wrong, is people expect CTV to behave just like digital. And it's not. It is different. So we need to think about it differently. But there is an expectation now, as the industry evolves, as tech evolves, that we get more capability from our spend and more insight from our spend, not less. So I don't think it wasn't a switch. I think it's just been an evolution of both capability of what's happening in TV and CTV, and also how the marketing teams are organized and how smart CMOs are about making sure that they're investing incredibly well across all of their opportunities.